porn stars would come into the club frequently. The porn stars thought they were stars most of the time. Big time prima donnas, a lot of them. Have these crazy requests, these crazy demands. Most of the time I didn't even like when they came into the club, but the guests liked it, so I was catering to the guests, so I liked when the porn stars came in. But they would have you doing all types of shit. They would want a special room to change. They would want no one to touch them in certain places, like I could control any of that. We did have C-list celebrities coming in. We had hockey players, baseball players, football players. We had preachers, politicians. We had some big names coming into the club throughout the years. There's one particular night, this porn production company calls, saying they're going to come in with their top performers. They're going to set up a tent. They're going to pass out some flyers to advertise for their production company. I said, no problem. Sounds like a plan. I'll see you when you get here. I let the guests know what was going to take place. They got super excited. They were ecstatic. They couldn't wait. That's what they were talking about. When the time comes to where the production company is supposed to walk in the door, they're not there. And right on cue, the guests start coming up one by one. Where is the production company? Where are the porn stars? You said they were going to be here at this time. You lied. I'm just repeating what I was told. If you don't rush, they will show. They go back. They must wait half an hour, not that long, and then they're back at me again. Complaining and whining and crying. They put on their clothes and they leave. On their way out, I'm writing a Google review. I'm never coming back. This place sucks. Comment, nasty comment, over and over. The people that stayed, the people that didn't care if the production company was coming or didn't come, they were having a good time. They were enjoying themselves. As the night dragged on, I almost gave up on it myself. When in out of the blue, the production company walks in the door. Followed behind them were their top performers. People from Europe. People from different parts of the States. They apologized for being late. They said they were stuck in traffic, which was a lie. I knew that. They were at their house drinking and partying or doing whatever. But I didn't care. They showed up now. That's all that matters. When they come in, they set up their tent. And the porn stars, the performers start to mingle, walk around. In my head, I'm thinking, they're not even going to play regardless. The performers, most of the time, just hang around and don't do nothing. But not this night. The porn stars, the performers, played with everybody or anybody who wanted to play with them. They didn't care if you were short, tall, skinny, fat. If you wanted them, you had them. It was a night that if you stayed, if you didn't rush, you never were gonna forget. People still come up to me to this day and talk to me about that night. How that night fulfilled some of their fantasies. That night was a night they were never gonna forget. Why do you rush? What's the rush for? Why are you rushing? It took me years to break my heroin addiction. It took me years, starting at the bottom, work my way up. Years to get my business open. Years to get the correct license. The whole time my peers laughing at me. The whole time being denied location after location. Permit after permit. Wrong city after wrong city. Government attacking. I beat it all. I did it all. If you get your results too quick, you're going to be result driven, wanting more and more results. If you get your validation through your results and they don't come, you sabotage yourself. You lose during your winning season and you win during your losing season. When you're at the bottom, you have no place to go but up. I am never content, never satisfied, always wanting more. If you base your validation through results, you're going to fail every time. The man who defies himself with the steps it takes to get the result over the result itself cannot be stopped. Power, pride, positive action propelling him forward. When I was on heroin, I wasn't supposed to be anything. I wasn't supposed to do anything. When I got my shit straight, I was focused on work. I ran away from my vices. I ran towards growth. I ran towards what built me. I got my validation through my daily routine and my system. And if I didn't, I was going back real quick. I was breaking real quick. That's why nobody makes it. That's why nobody makes it. They don't validate the work. Validate the work. I'm 38. I'm supposed to be here. I'm 32. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm 55. I should be doing this. That's just stress in your head. That's just made up stress you're carrying in your own head. This year, I do far more work than I did last year. But if you ask me, last year, I was completely overwhelmed, overworked, exhausted, tired. But you learn to adapt. You learn to flow with it. I am purpose-driven daily. My desires are the problem. I want this. I want that. I want to buy this. I want to buy this. I want to eat this. And I want to eat that. Self-mitigating desire is your way to stay purpose-driven daily. What's the rush to be successful? What's the rush to be successful? All these multimillionaires want to be young, and all these young kids want to be multimillionaires. In the end, we're all headed to the same place. What's the rush to the end for? Live today. Focus on today. Be grateful today. The minute you're ungrateful, the minute you are negative, discipline yourself. Check yourself. You cannot think your way into positive acting. You have to act your way into positive thinking. If you sit in your negative mindset, you don't learn how to alter that state of consciousness. It's just going to build and build, more negative and more negative and more negative. Same thing with positive thoughts. You have to act your way into positive thinking. Those that don't reflect, they reject. It's written all over your face if you're winning, if you're losing, if you're getting what you got to get done. Operate from your word and your commitment. If you don't think you have to grind day in and day out, create day in and day out, you're delusional. We don't operate that way because we are not that way. We go straight through it. One thing is for certain. I will be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will be right here with you. Not going nowhere. You know, I know. Let's go.